what I mean?
Hey, did you see your man? I know when I say your man, I'm joking because I know you're not a big fan. Your man Cam Newton in the Whole Foods, dressed like just like your Aunt Bernice. That's all I thought of. Was like that looks like somebody's auntie. Like can you explain Cam's approach to fashion?
All right. Well, I can't. No, I can't. But this reminded me of who was the lineman y'all had that played for Dallas? They found him on the street walking with his shirt off.
Alonzo Spellman.
This reminded me. So a lot of times there's things that happen in an athlete's life or an actor's life where you go, oh, they're just crazy, or they're just this, or they're just that. You excuse it. I think Cam in the daggone Walmart getting, a pack of ding-dongs or whatever he was doing.
They do not have any ding-dongs at Whole Foods.
He was at Walmart.
Oh, that was at Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart.
Oh, I don't know
they
why
got mad ding-dongs at all type of hostess.
They got all the hostess
especially in North Carolina.
I stand corrected. I thought he was at a Whole Foods.
Yeah, they got all type of hot fries and you know what I mean. And, they
got the snacks.
They might have pickled pig feet in the aisle at that motherfucker.
Yeah, where he was, they too at the front.
And
pickles.
So he had on some overalls. If y'all ain't seen it, with no shirt.
He was rocking the overalls with no shirt, like he was the fourth member of BBD or something.
That was like he like one of their brothers that like just was mad supportive
and just like I'm gonna dress like y'all dress.
So I just think they're like, okay, so just remember that moment. This could be like his CTE might have kicked in now.
Yo,
because that's like some mental illness. Like he had on the Chanel shawl or some extra expensive head wraps. You know what I mean?
Like what are we doing,
with a big ass hat on, like the Smokey the Bear, the fire hat.
Right.
So it was just mad weird. It was, and I said so because I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute. This fool could be legitimately going through early onset of dementia or something.
And we're watching it play out.
Yes. And so I was like, man, somebody need to holler at him. Just like pull Buddy to the side, because that ain't like all I'm saying is it looked like that's a mentally ill person. I'm not saying he is. He could have all his faculties about, but if it was anybody else and they wasn't famous, you saw somebody in the Whole Food that big.
I was about to say 6'5", legit 260. I've been in a restaurant
with women's scarves on.
Yes, I've been in a restaurant where in the same restaurant as him, we were having lunch at the same spot, and when I tell you, this guy is like out of central casting when it comes to quarterbacking, because this guy is like the size of Strahan, like playing quarterback. Like he's a huge dude. He looks bigger than what he's listed at. A lot of times you go, hey, that guy's not really 6'4".
I took a plane.
This guy looks bigger than that.
I took a plane with Cam like about 4 years ago, and he made me feel insecure about who I was as a man. Just looking at his calves.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's gleaming. His face was gleaming.
Yeah.
And I just felt like
he got the good skin product.
I felt like I got shorted by the Lord. Like, why I ain't get
like seriously, he's straight out of like if you could design like a player on Madden, like design a player,
man,
like it's him.
I couldn't believe. I like, Lord, you make him like that.
But then the crazy thing is he puts the weird scarves on. And
well, that's my point.
Yeah.
So if you saw a dude that big and strong, looking like, I don't know, like Carl Weathers.
I know, right? But he dresses like Mrs. Roper from Three's Company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, he dressed like he had the scarves on from That's My Mama, like the one she be wearing going over to the market.
Right.
He had that on. I'm sure that they were probably like $5,000 a piece or whatever. But I don't care. You look like an old lady with it was just weird. So, hey, Cam, here's to it, you know what it made me feel? It made me feel confident about when the Falcons take on the Panthers. Yeah,
we're gonna beat this guy.
Because why are you doing that?
Yeah,
meaning you had nothing else to do.
Right.
So your quarterback, I know some of y'all out there are probably Cam truthers, but if Tom Brady was doing that, or
right. I definitely wouldn't want that from my quarterback. Like, yeah. I would be very concerned.
What is on your mind?
Yeah.
If Matt Ryan was in there doing that with no shirt on, with the shawl round the head.
You're like, what?
Didn't we clown Kobe Bryant when he did that? But
Yeah, we
but
did.
he wasn't in the Walmart though. He was taking pictures. At least he was trying to be.
He was
artsy.
at a photo shoot, right? Yeah,
that was terrible.
yeah, it was. One quick thing too, just on the football related with Cam, they're trying to rebuild his mechanics because he's had that. You know, he really struggled last year, in playing with the very sore shoulder, and so he had surgery, and now he's trying to come back. And listen, from everything you hear, they're trying to sort of reshape his mechanics so that he's not putting as much strain on his shoulder. So we'll see. That might be definitely to your benefit.
So you trying to say they're trying to do him like the $6 million man, like what was his name, Steve
Austin.
They're gonna rebuild. We're gonna rebuild him. We're gonna do but every offseason it's we're gonna rebuild.
Oh no, Carolina fans were coming at me on Twitter because I was a little critical of him. I had to put up his statistics. This is a career 59% completion, which is extremely low by today's standards. Like, we're at a point now in the NFL with the way offenses are run, we're 66% completion percentage. It's about average.
Well, that's what Dak's doing.
Yeah,
and we didn't even get into his contract.
Right. Well,
but,
yeah.
But Dak, okay, 66% completion percentage with similar weapons outside of just getting Amari Cooper.
Right.
But with similar, the running game is pretty good. You know, he's a mobile quarterback, runs a similar offense. He's been able to put up, a number of wins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Been able to have success.
I think Cam is. I don't want to put him in the hot seat, but I think
totally on the hot seat.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. But I'm not going to say that. But he's definitely got to show something. The other quick injury note on Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck's. They're not shutting him down, but they're shutting him down with a calf injury. They want to be careful. But the first thing I thought about when they said they were shutting him down possibly for the entire preseason because of a calf, I immediately thought about Kevin Durant, because Kevin was shut down with a calf. And then I don't want to say they pushed him, but in retrospect, it seemed like they were trying to do what they needed to do to get him back out there to help them win a championship. And do you think the Colts are looking at that and trying to take anything away from what happened in Golden State and really just taking care of the athlete, or is it a completely different injury? But I think the red flag goes up because this is a guy who's been oft injured, whether it's the shoulder and now it's the calf, and you definitely don't want to see him blow out an Achilles because they're going to go how he's going to go. He had a huge year last year, and they need him out on the field. You look at the difference in how T.Y. Hilton plays in the numbers that he gets with his quarterback and without his quarterback.
Yeah, I think that obviously with them having him being off the field for the entire year in 2017, you want and obviously when this injury is completely different. I think that you want to err on the side of caution. Period, point blank. You got a guy who what he can do. Does he need preseason to get ready? I think everybody could use a couple of reps, even Julio Jones.
Right.
But at the same time, if you got a guy who you feel like, he's got a ton of experience already, just err on the side of caution. Keep him ready for the Chargers. I believe they play the Chargers week 1, and just to me that's
going to be a good game too.
To me, that's a simple one.
Yeah.
We'll park you because he's still working. He's still throwing the ball.
Right.
The report yesterday was he was on fire during practice. 8 of 9 passes. So. That one right there to me is an easy call if you're the GM.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing that around the league. I know that Matt Nagy took some heat because he did not play a lot of the starters at all. Some guys didn't get, like Trubisky got very little reps in preseason games, and he took some heat because you got a new quarterback learning a new system. And I think it was more important that he took care of those guys' bodies, and I think that had a lot to do with why Chicago played so well defensively, and the offense started to improve as the year went on.
Yeah.
Because he took care of those guys and they were better. I think teams are starting to realize you don't need 4 preseason games. You might not need any preseason games for your frontline players.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm an Andrew Luck guy, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, and I'm not. But I had to admit, because I used to frame the numbers a certain kind of way because I thought he was getting so much love as a quarterback, and everybody was like, oh, this is the most, sought after draft pick and the most, this guy, they always put him with the elite, but he proved to me last year that he is elite. So I had to reverse my field on that. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. Last thing in the NFL, I want to talk about is your LaShawn McCoy situation that we have, where he's had, I guess, is it restitution? Like that he's had to pay for
$55,000.
That's a nice check
for fighting the police.
Who are not really the police.
Yeah.
They were just in the club.
They were in the club like some death row police officers turning up. You know what I mean? Bottle service. You know, and I guess, you know, they got to fighting over some champagne or whatever the case was, and you know, I believe they got their ass whooped. And you know, they turn around and, you know, obviously what it looks like they're using their police leverage to get a check out of this. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate for LaShawn.
Does he have any legal recourse? Like, is there anything?
I think it's already been decided. You know, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's can he appeal?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he can appeal, but you know, how long you want to go through that process? You know,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of bread. You know, so but I mean, it's better. Remember, they were trying to jam him up though, and then they ended up dropping those charges.
So you feel like the restitution part is
I think
like
you got
part of a deal, a larger deal.
Man.
You
yeah,
pay the money and keep it pushing.
Just move on, particularly with this Department of Justice.
I know, right?
You know, just go on and pay that a little bit. And I mean, that's not a little bit of money, but at the same time, pay the bread, get out of there. Did
you see that? Your boy Dez Bryant, another Cowboy, a former Cowboy actually, basically said that he no longer has a desire to play because I mean he's a guy. He tore his Achilles last year, and obviously that's a very difficult injury to return from. But I don't know if he's been rehabbing in a way or getting himself together where he even wants to play. And then he comes out and says, yeah, I don't even want to play anymore.
It is a coincidence, right, that he doesn't want to play and no NFL teams have reached out. Like, you know what? It's kind of like, you know, you at the club, you're like, hey, you want to dance? No, I don't want to. Ain't nobody want to dance your ugly ass no way. You know?
Exactly.
Hey, baby, sweetheart, hey, let me holler at you for a minute. Let me get your number. I ain't finna talk to you. Don't nobody want your ugly ass number no way. You know? It's like one of those things that.
Definitely that.
You know, it's like, oh, you know, I don't want to play then. You don't want to pick me? I don't want to play no way. You know, I think that Dez, look, the critical area that he's dealing with now, because he's saying he's been dealing with depression and anxiety, and I don't think that he's being disingenuous. I just think that, you know, I would be depressed if I turned down a 3-year deal from Baltimore for $21 million.
What was he thinking? That was right up there when I think it was Spreewell turned down that
like $15 million a year or something.
No,
like that.
it was like something like that, like
from
32 million over 4 years.
Something, yeah. So like you are depressed because he wanted a 1-year deal. He's like, I'm gonna do a 1-year deal and I'm gonna ball out, and then, you know, obviously. That didn't take place.
When
he got
betting
signed,
on yourself goes wrong.
He got signed by the Saints late in the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, he ended up turning that deal down, and I'm like, I bet your ass is depressed.
Yeah.
So he's made $57 million over his career. So hopefully he's taking care of that bread, because it legitimately looks like we've seen the last of Dez Bryant in the NFL.
Yeah, I was telling one of my boys,
which I'm so surprised at. He's only 31.
He's not very old, but here's the thing that I think was jumping off on tape, even when he was in Dallas. He couldn't separate. And that's key in the NFL, because it's not so much an issue of speed, but you have guys who are such crisp route runners that's what creates the separation. Either the speed is gonna create the separation, or the route running. And it was like, he was sort of making up for it because he could go up. One of the things that he could do was go up and make catches, like jump ball catches. He was super athletic from that perspective, but he wasn't giving his quarterback like those small, like in the NFL, man, the windows are small, but they do require the receiver to get some separation. And I think that's sort of what was popping up that he wasn't getting. So, and this is before the Achilles injury.
Yeah.
So now you have, so I'm actually more confident that we'll never hear from him on the field again, but I hope that he's going to be okay. I hope that he has money saved and set aside, and more importantly, maybe like a Michael Irvin, where he can reinvent himself in the media and kind of get back out there. Because I would have never guessed that when they were toting Michael in and for cocaine violations and stuff in the 90s, that he would be one of the guys
going to court in a fur coat.
Yeah, showing up in a fur coat, sweating. I would never have thought that this is a guy that would become a guy that's in the sports media. Like
Yeah.
I would have never seen those two things.
But I think the difference is it seemed like Michael Irvin has always been able to command a room or interview when he speaks, when he was a player, and he's always had a personality that he was always charismatic, as a lot of those Cowboys players were. Dez doesn't seem to have that kind of charisma, and he's got a lot of baggage, just even throughout the years. Michael's baggage was just more, I like to have fun. I'm a little, but Michael didn't seem to be bad with people.
Right.
Deion Sanders took Dez under his wing when he first came out of college, and Dez was like, man, you think you can get me on it with Under Armour? And Prime was like, yes, absolutely. Made the connection. First day of practice, Dez comes out in some Nikes. And Prime was like, I gotta leave you alone, man.
Yeah.
They was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's insane.
I can't mess with you. So I just think that, and then obviously he had the, if you guys haven't heard the police call from his mom saying that Dez was trying to kill her. He trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And we touched on that last year
Yeah.
during this time where, Dez Bryant and his mom got in that scuffle. And he's just had a lot of those things where he had stiffed some jewelers at the mall and been asked to leave for sagging his pants and just weird stuff.
Yeah.
And now, obviously we're here, and I just don't necessarily know and then hearing him actually speak, I don't know if he will be able to command a mic unless he seriously went through some English classes, And I'm not even trying to be funny, but you got to be able to, not
Really come
not speaking fragments.
Well, and I think whether you're, to your point, whether you're super articulate or not, your takes and your perspective have to be something that the market wants to hear, that people want to hear, even if it is
like mine. No.
even if it is broken. Dez is just not that compelling. What is compelling, at least to me, whether even in a negative way, Andre Drummond dropped a rap record.
Oh, do you have the audio?
I don't. I was looking for it because he had a video. I saw a clip, and I think you posted it on our Instagram, where this dude is literally rapping in the video with nothing but white girls around him. Now, let me say this. I have nothing against white girls. I
have the clip.
It's whatever. But how are you, as a black athlete, in 2019, in the current climate that we have, with the state of wokeness that we are out here dealing with, have a video where you only have white girls? Because here's what you've managed to do strictly from a marketing perspective. You have pissed off every black woman and you have pissed off every white parent because it looks like you're just exploiting their daughters, and black people look like you don't mess with them. So you're dead in the water no matter what record you got before you even hit play.
Hey, Prizzy, can we get this? Can we try to get this? Let me see. I can't trust the haters try to slap me five. I'm like, hold on, you can't touch this. You a lame and she know it. That's why she over here. The game need a bill, so I look in the mirror. She know I ain't worried about racks, so she make it disappear. When she said she wanna see me, I said, girl, come over here. I be chillin' with the gang. Hey, it's so many white women in thongs in this video, and it just, but you know what it was? You know what it did though? It made me feel like, man, and he looks so goofy in the video, but it don't matter when you got a bag. Like, when you have a bag, you can just create your own reality. He's like, I bet you when he was young and
I just want an endless amount of white girls.
An endless amount of white women around me, naked. So, because when he was young, his chances of probably scoring, a Becky or, it was slim. He probably just sit there and be like, man, I'm big and I'm goofy. But one of these days, if I make it pro, I'm going to have all the white women, you know. So he got a chance to get that off. And, it's funny, lyrically, haters try to slap me five. I'm like, hold on, you can't touch this. It's literally one of the worst lyrics I've ever. When you break out, you can't touch this.
Yeah.
He broke out, you can't. You can't.
And I have to just, even on the most simplest of terms in thought processes, this guy's legitimately 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet. If you're 6'11", you can't be in the rap business.
Well, and also
you can't rap at 6'11".
If
that's just there's a no-go. I don't care how nice your bars are. You're 6'11", you're not in the music industry.
Well, he has braces. When you're 6'11", you can't have braces.
Why the hell you
You just stick with the dental, whatever teeth you got, you just gotta roll with that.
You gotta just rock out.
Yeah, so if your teeth are jacked, you're 6'11" with jacked teeth.
I just believe, and I think Montel Jordan is maybe the last like super tall dude that got away with making a hit.
And Montel had hits, but that was his day job. Andre Drummond's day job is a pretty good one.
I was going to say, it pays him well. And then he's like, yeah, that's cool, this NBA thing. But what I really want to do is rap. And I'm like, why are you trying to choose an industry to be in as your second job when you're not that good at it? But even if you were good at it, you're 6'11" and you got braces, and obviously you fetishized white women. That's all bad. Like that's not a winning formula.
Because hey, look, if we here at Stat Lines Matter love all the races, we just asking, just put 1 or 2 chocolate drops in there. That's all.
Or just get just things that look blended or whatever.
But here's the reason why it stands out. Because that had to be on purpose. That's the only thing.
Because at some point you got to tell the casting director,
all white women.
That happened.
Yes.
If you've ever been as a manager or artist, you've ever cast a video, you talk about what you want aesthetically to what it looks like. Like the Chris Brown video, the Chris Brown Drake video.
Fantastic.
It's a great video. There's a lot of girls in it. And you could just tell they walked in and go, man, just thought it up. Like, I want nothing but thought. Like, thought this thing the F up.
And diversity,
and they did that.
Lots of diversity in there. They got, what looks to be Hispanic women. They got dark-skinned women. They got some white women in there.
But the common thread is, it's the thought. It's all thoughts.
Yeah, but I embrace that.
As you should. I have nothing against the thought culture. Nothing against the thought nation. Thought nation, stand up.
Yes, we salute y'all. You know what I'm saying? We save with all that conversation. I want thoughts. I want body shots.
Yes, but so I know for a fact
I want beer funnel
that Andre said to somebody, "Nah, man, all white."
Yeah.
They said, "Well, we're gonna mix it up." No. Don't mix it up.
No, wait.
All white, all vanilla ice cream.
Have you
No
seen
chocolate.
Revenge of the Nerds? You know the fraternity with Booger in them, all the girls that was with them.
Bring them.
I want that. Look at Revenge of the Nerds. That's how I want my video to be.
So it got me to thinking. Andre's clearly made
not the Omega Moves.
Andre has clearly made a decision to add this to his repertoire of things he's doing. Now, if he was on my team, I'd be like, man, you should be working out and training. And I think as fans, when we see like our favorite athletes or guys on our team that are adding this to their off-season repertoire, not lifting weights, not running, or at least we think they're not. Of course they are. They're working out. But I know what it takes to be in the studio making records, and I know that's a full-time job. So, and that's why the people like Drake and Jay-Z and, whatever, the guys that do it, are so good at it. But now you got guys that are doing it as a side hustle. Like, I have a problem with that. Are there any guys particularly that you think are dope that are rhyming as their second job, or is it just all bad for you?
It's not necessarily all bad. It always sounds like a second job. Like even like people say, oh, Dame Lillard can rap. He's okay. He's not like if
Dame's nice.
No,
Dame's
he's not that
bars.
nice. No,
Dame's got bars.
No, he's not just
come on, bro. No.
He's not that nice.
No, Dame's
if
nice.
If he came to you and was like, "Yo, I rap," and he played you his demo, you wouldn't be trying to sign him. He's not knocking you over with the bars. He's not. I listen to Dame Lillard.
You can't. First of all, you can't use me as an example because I'm not like an active signer in the rap world. But to what I put my ear on with him, I think he's nice. I think you're being extra critical because he plays basketball.
No, I'm not. No, okay. I'm the best to ever do it with Shaq.
No question.
Shaq was the best to ever do it.
It's Shaq because Shaq...
He shattered the 6'11" thing.
No. He still look crazy. Like, don't get it messed up. Like when they was on Arsenio with him and the Food and he comes out 6'11", he makes it work.
What's up, Doc?
He makes it work because he's such a character. But that shit still looks nuts with him standing up there with a bunch of short kids, like, and he's rapping and is like, seriously.
Next to them, yes, but by himself doing outstanding, you know, and Phil's my father when my biological didn't bother. It was great.
Yeah, but you didn't go to the Shaq show and see that. Like, that happened on TV.
I was like 13. I didn't go to any shows. 14 years old. I didn't go to any shows.
See shows.
I would have paid to see Shaq.
I wouldn't, but Shaq. But I will say this.
I mean, I wouldn't have. I just said that to support my argument, but I wouldn't have paid to see Shaq.
But I will say this though.
But I did get his tape though.
That's the thing. Everybody sort of took that bait because of that verse on Can We Rock. He closed the record out.
The song he had his first album, Shaq Diesel, was a good album.
Yeah, and he
it went platinum.
He killed that verse.
Yeah.
Like that record, that verse, and I actually thought, no disrespect to the Foosnickers, he actually killed the Foosnickers on their own record.
He didn't do that. Especially that dark-skinned dude that could rap real fast.
Yeah, the guy whose name you don't remember.
I could Google it. I don't remember. I don't remember like none of them. Like all them DOS effects, bum skibbity. I don't remember none of their names. I remember the name of the group because they was a group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think? So what about like singers that tried to rap? Like, what do you think about R. Kelly's rap skills? Like R. Kelly versus Prince. Like, who was worse? Because you can't tell me they were good. Like when Prince was trying to rap, and R. Kelly, like Summer Bunnies, and I like the crotch on you. Yo, I like the crotch on you.
Here's what I gotta say about that.
Title a song that
first, because knowing what we know about Kels, it becomes extra weird. But I will say this, like if you're kind of everybody has their own thing, like freakiness, and if your thing is particularly crotches, you shouldn't admit that. You should just leave that in the dark places of your mind and go, I like crotch. Would you call it crotch? Because crotch is old school. But if you're walking around just studying and comparing crotches,
and felt compelled enough.
Just shut up and keep it in your head so we don't know you're doing that.
I like the crotch on you. I want the crotch on you.
Is that how it goes?
That's the hook, yeah.
Yo.
I like the crotch on you and I want the crotch on you.
But he didn't rap on that, or did he?
He did rap on it. That's a rap song, yeah.
See,
yeah.
I never...
Yeah, and then for some reason when he rapped, he made his voice go down a couple of registers. He was, for some reason he just went low. So the Summer Bunnies was a rap song, and then I think Kells had to be worse than Prince rapping.
But they're equal. That's a tie.
It's pretty bad.
Because Prince's rapping stunk, and I love Prince.
Sure, but just don't just leave the bars.
And then he, like, what made him think? Cause didn't he have Cat rap?
We need you to rap.
Cat, we need you to rap.
Don't give us
No, we don't.
Slow.
We do not need you to rap, Cat. You stink at rapping, and so does Prince. I said it, and I love Prince, man. Rest in peace.
But you know, Prince was doing what all of us would have done with a label of our own. And he was getting a hot chick and being like, I'm going to say, he signed Carmen Electra. Like, he was signing chicks that basically had no talent just to smash.
You on a record
deal. As if he wasn't Prince.
Yeah.
Like, but to make sure he sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Like,
he would literally give you a Paisley Park contract.
Paisley Park record deal.
Oh, man.
And have you in his studio, and he would probably just like, yo, just endless smash sessions.
But at least he didn't admit publicly that he liked their crotches.
No, he didn't. But we know he did because he signed them.
No, absolutely.
But then that's fine. Because ultimately all men love crotches, right?
No, that's the given. But the thing about it is, when I think of that, crotches, I just think about him like not evaluating a woman in the way that you always do. You go, oh man, she got beautiful hair, she looks great. Oh man, she got big this, or she got nice. I love her crotch.
Yeah.
The fuck?
yo, but I did like Prince rapping on Sexy Motherfucker. I did like that, and I did My Name is Prince. I like the rap song.
Oh, so you like okay, so in your mind, Kells was the worst.
Oh, hands down. Yeah, hands down, he's worse. Fair. Because I like Sexy MF. I like that song. I like the video. I thought it was cool. He got outside the 850 BMW, you know what I mean? He had the thing on. I loved all of that. And My Name is Prince.
Do you think that...
Which I never saw him do in concert.
No, that's true.
And I've been to endless Prince concerts.
Do you think that Drake qualifies as someone who raps as a second profession.
Yes, absolutely.
Because Drake was an actor first.
Yeah, it's rare for a guy to do that. Him and the kid from Atlanta.
Yeah, Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Glover was his first name.
Yeah, Daniel, was it Daniel Glover?
Donald Glover, yeah. So who's better at the transition? Drake?
Oh, Drake, but that's not saying, that's like to me like an A-Rod to Jeter comparison. Like, there's two people who got it all the way right.
What Donald Glover's doing, which is awesome, which I don't necessarily know we've ever seen. He's doing both at a high level at the same time. He just didn't go into the music. He's dropping gems on the music side, and then he goes off and he's doing still ATL and Spider-Man and all these other films.
Oh, and this was a guy who was in, like, before even that, this is a guy who was legitimately in the writer's room writing for shows like 30 Rock and stuff like that, even before
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, this dude is gifted and has done it all. So you do have to give him credit because, like you said, he was a writer, became an actor, made rap records, made singing hits.
And he going back and forth.
Man, seamlessly.
So how much talent, so if Donald Glover and Drake are here, where do you put Nick Cannon in his rap efforts? And
I'm not gonna diss Nick because I think Nick unfairly.
I'm a gigolo. Him and Kels. I'm a gigolo. What you need to know. One day I got so many hoes.
I'm not gonna diss Nick. I'm sorry, because Nick has got a lot of things right. The rapping, he didn't.
Okay, that's what I'm just talking about.
But I think he's got other things right. So I'm not gonna kill him.
What about old boy?
He's got too many things right.
What about old boy that used to host Rap City?
Who?
The bald headed guy. He's on Tigger, Big Tigger.
Tigger raps?
yeah. Tigger and Kels did a song together.
Seriously?
Yeah, they did a song together. Tigger and Kels did a song called, hold on, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Tigger and Kels did Snake.
Man, that flew way under me, way under my radar.
So obviously that didn't register. So I guess Tigger is relegated to hosting Drive Time on V103, which is a good job.
Well, listen, man. I think we could go on and on talking about rappers. Maybe we'll come back to this a little bit more. It's an interesting conversation, though. Obviously, yeah, man. We're back on YouTube. I want to remind everyone now that we have our episodes up to check in, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Stat Lines Matter. Leave us comments, really engage with us because I think we're doing some cool, fun stuff over here. We need to hear from you. And we're super interactive. So why you did that last time? You want to take a picture with me?
No, I'm just, I got to make sure I hit
You want me to stop so you can take a picture with me?
And I want to talk on a good mic at some point.
You have an excellent mic too. They're both good mics. So definitely check in, subscribe over at our YouTube channel. Where we're going to be putting up the shows and some other bonus content as well. As usual, you can reach us on our traditional social media platforms, which is Instagram at Stat Lines Matter, Twitter at Stat Lines Matter. For some reason, I've just been super really engaging with everybody. So if you just literally want to have some nerdy sports conversation, you can do it with me on Twitter. Also, Facebook, which we put a lot of content up there as well. And always, as always, you can hit us at 404-500-9017, which is our hotline. It takes text. You can leave voicemails. And every once in a while, Rob will actually pick up and talk. So, call and he might answer.
Yeah, I answer, but don't say no dumb shit. I hang up on your ass.
He will. He hung up on me twice last week.
No, but please, man, engage with us, man. We appreciate everybody following and supporting.
Yeah, and we've been getting this show is really, really growing. We're getting people checking in from all over the country. And this is a real passion of ours. So y'all keep giving us the feedback because it gives us fuel to do what we're doing. And one last thing, I want to dedicate this particular show to my pops, who I lost on this day in 2006.
One time for Uncle Phil.
Yes.
My man.
So shout out to my dad, Philip L. Stewart Sr. We miss you, Pops. I'm Mark Stewart,
I'm Rob.
and this is Stat Lines Matter.
Peace.
I ain't good for games. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. I ain't good for games. Say it to my face. Say it to my face.